meeting on Monday, April 7th for the Logansport Common Council to order. If you'd please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to turn it over to Bailey Kelly for roll call.
Nathan Hopper.
Here.
Hannah Jones. Here. Ryan Julian.
Here.
Travis Palmer.
Here.
Laurie Rutschman.
Here.
Mallory Rao.
Here.
Phil Stevens.
Here.
I would like to make a couple comments before we start. It's been a really fun day, and I'm glad I've gotten this experience, and I'd like to thank the City Council and all of my team, and I just had a lot of fun. Is there any comments of the citizens? Okay.
We got one. Oh. Yes.
State my name and address.
Yes.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Bob Bishop, 308 South Hillcrest Drive. I just wanted to basically really compliment all of you. As a councilman, I learned, I'm sure, a lot more than what you guys did today. I learned a lot from you all, and I really appreciate you guys had no problem of giving your opinion, and that's a really a good thing. So thank you all.
Thank you, Councilman Bishop.
Right.
No, it was fun though.
So just announcements.
I'm gonna
Are
try
there
and get
any
on the
more
real city
comments from the citizens? All right. Old business? There is none.
Well done.
New business? Just okay. Resolution 2014-01.
We just did this one. I thought we did that. We just
Ryan Julian, will you open the discussion? Thank you.
2014-01 regarding abandoned vehicles.
Just say abandoned vehicles.
This is the one we had a problem with on 4.2, like section 4, number 2, and then section 2.
This is just 1401 organization.
Yeah.
Okay. Which one?
This one. The one we did at the pool.
Oh, great.
Oh, let me change this too.
And it was the
01 is the,
01's where we got committees.
and the president.
2014-01.
We already did that though. Well, it says
Ordinance
2014-01. This is 2014.
Oh, this is resolution.
2014-01 is this. That's what that
That
is.
says resolution.
Ordinance
now.
2014-01.
This is a resolution.
It is a
Resolution 1401.
Oh.
It should be council presidency and standing committee.
Yes,
I like
that is this. That is this.
So, am I supposed to read it?
Yeah.
You want me to read it? Okay. A resolution organizing the Logansport Student Common Council presidency and standing committee memberships for Good Government Day 2014. Whereas the Logansport Student Common Council does hereby see the need for naming a council president for Good Government Day 2014, and whereas the Logansport Student Common Council does foresee the necessity for establishing standing committees for Good Government Day 2014. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Student Common Council of the City of Logansport, Indiana, that Section 1, Nathan Hopper is hereby designated to serve as President of the Student Common Council of the City of Logansport, Indiana, for Good Government Day 2014. Section 2, that the Student Common Council of the City of Logansport, Indiana, does hereby establish the following standing committees and committee assignments for Good Government Day 2014. Finance Committee, Laurie Rutschman. Public Safety, Travis Palmer. Rules, Mallory Rao. Planning and Economic Development, Hannah Jones. Utilities, Ryan Julian. Parks, Phil Stevenson. Public Works, Nathan Hopper. Section 3, this resolution shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage by the Student Common Council and approved by the student mayor-elect of the City of Logansport, Indiana.
Is there a second?
I second.
I second.
I second.
Third.
Ask for clarification. Who said it first?
Who said it first? Clarification.
Hannah.
I thirded.
Hannah.
So it's been moved and properly seconded. Is there any discussion regarding resolution 14?
Okay. Is there any discussion resolving resolution 2014-01?
Nah.
I think we're on agreement.
Call for a vote.
Well, good.
Primo overlord.
Just say call for a vote. Call for a vote.
Yay.
Yay?
The clerk treasurer will
Oh.
call for a voice vote.
Wait, I don't understand what
So what do we say?
Do we say
What do we say?
yes, no?
Yes in favor.
Yay or
no.
nay?
Okay. It's yes and no.
We don't do yays and nays.
Come on.
Aye.
Nathan Hopper.
Yes.
Hannah Jones.
Yes.
Ryan Dooley.
Yes.
Travis Palmer.
Yes.
Laurie Rutschman.
Yes.
Valerie Ralph. Yes. Bill Stevenson.
Yes.
The resolution passes on a vote of 7 in favor, 0 opposed.
This is too much fun.
The resolution passes
All right.
Okay, are we gonna move
on a vote 7-0.
Okay, now back to you.
No. We all say no. Nothing. Guess we can. Because we're a legislative body.
What is that?
He got his own sign.
Why did I get a song?
It's because you're a council member. Zoning?
Alex, what is that?
Here, it's on page 2. Under new business, ordinance 2014.
That's so cool.
Ordinance 2014. Here you
I second the motion.
I
He
third.
said that's so
go.
cool.
Call
I
somebody
second
else
the
to
motion.
read ordinance 2014-01.
Okay. Will someone please read ordinance?
You name
Okay. Travis, please read ordinance 2014-02.
It's this
The
one.
whole thing.
01, sorry.
Oh, good. That was long.
Oh, I was gonna say.
2014-01 should be this one.
What is that one?
You can
Yeah,
just
should
read the
be
heading.
Abandoned
That's
vehicles.
our car one.
Abandoned vehicles?
Ordinance 2014-01 abandoned vehicles, yeah.
Okay. Let's read everything.
Abandoned vehicles.
Just the heading.
Just the heading.
Just the heading.
Okay.
Oh, thank God. Yeah.
Good government day.
Ordinance 2014-01, Good Government Day ordinance of the Logansport Student Common Council amending ordinance 2008-10 regarding abandoned vehicles.
Do we have any further news? She'll ask if we have any.
Is there a second?
Wait, what do we do?
Wait.
The motion dies for
What's
lack of a
going on?
second.
The motion dies for lack of second.
I.
Wait.
What was the
Somebody
motion?
second that?
I didn't hear it.
Second what?
The one.
Yeah.
That we just
The
went on
person
past
reads
it?
the ordinance is required a second. Another council person has to second the motion, or else it dies for lack of a second.
Oh, second.
Is there a second to discuss?
Someone second.
Second.
Oh,
like it.
Now you can go.
We didn't,
Right?
the snow one is the one we
We liked
Okay, okay.
shot
Oh.
But I thought we like
So,
changed
yeah.
things.
This is an
So
amendment.
it's been moved and properly seconded. Actually, the person who reads it would say traditionally, Your Honor, I move for approval
I thought
on
we
the ordinance.
changed things.
We amended it,
Joyce.
which will.
Did you read it?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Your Honor, I.
Your Honor, I.
Your Honor,
Your Honor, I.
I make the motion to advance resolution, ordinance 2014-01.
Make the motion to.
I make the motion to
Advance.
advance
Ordinance 2014.
ordinance 2014-01.
Now, is there a second?
Is there a second?
Second.
I second. Oh.
Phil's getting in there.
I
Okay.
third.
You're getting in there, Phil.
Okay. Is there
Is there any discussion?
Is this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is this
Did
where we
say what
amend it?
changed?
This is where you.
We already amended it.
No, we have to do it in front of
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So.
What did we,
We. Oh.
Section 14.
No.
Call
Call
for
for an
amendment.
amendment. There's no further
Call
discussion.
for amendment. No?
This is under discussion, so
didn't we say for the notification?
So this is when we say what we changed?
Is this where we
Oh,
ask them
okay.
their opinions?
Okay, we're gonna call for an amendment.
would you like to offer your amendment? Which section?
Section 4, number 2, correct?
Yes.
And it would be that it's
Did you write it down?
amending, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Amended decision.
God. Okay.
What is your amendment? To strike that? To strike section 2?
We're
adding to it.
Yeah.
This thing is just a horrible mess. How are you going to say this?
Take the floor, Julian, just do it.
Okay, I'll wing it. That vehicle parked on public property in front of somebody else's property, another resident, that you are given the allotted 3 days, you are tagged and also notified that your car will be towed in the next 70 or after another 72 hours, and if you do not remove your car from that area, it will be towed at the owner's expense. And then didn't we do the
I think this should
section 2?
section 3 procedure.
No, it's
Vehicle
section
is in front of
2.8.
property unless it's in front of, unless it's in front of your own residence. If it's in front of your own residence, you have 2 weeks.
You can say that.
Can you state that motion again?
The one I just did. That
Your amendment?
But Ryan, I think it should be on section 3 procedure. No.
Are you sure?
But yours is more than
That's what I'm saying. It's an exception. Okay. Sorry.
section 3 procedure.
But where? Where in section 3?
Add it. Make it number.
What we're supposed to be doing.
Just in general, section 3? Is it 3C3?
3C.
Ryan, you're fucking on the mic.
I know.
Yeah.
3C3, the vehicle removed. Okay. 3C3.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go for it.
All right. Section 3C3 is where this amendment is going. And it is that if a vehicle is abandoned on public property in front of another resident's home, they will have 72 hours, then they will be notified and tagged that their car will be towed after a following 72 hours and will be towed at their own expense. And after another 3 days, it will be towed at their own expense.
I got a question. Is the notification tag serves notification, or do you want the person to be talked to face to face?
Also a personal
Yeah, the notifications.
Knock on the door.
What about if they can't reach them?
A letter is left.
And that's their problem.
Yeah, letter.
Wait.
A letter.
Because I don't
By
think,
which
I
means
think a
would they not
personal
be able to reach
notification
them?
needs to be done, because if they don't check it after the first 3 days, they definitely aren't going to check it again. So
What about if that person's in Florida on vacation?
Oh, we have
that's
that.
what our
That's what you,
next-
That's-
run the letter.
Well, this is only
This
in
is
the
in
case that
front
it's
of-
in front of another resident's home or in a public space such as
So like if I left my car in
like a
front of your
municipal
house.
parking lot.
Such as on Broadway, if she were to leave her car in front of her neighbor's house on a public parking spot.
Not
instead of in
that.
front of her own
It's
home.
in your own house.
We talked about this in another section.
Yeah, this is.
that.
And then it'd be section 2A2.
Mm-hmm.
And then on section 2A2, vehicle left on public property without being moved for 3 days, we added a vehicle left on public property in front of your own home and not another residence would be allowed 2 weeks instead of 3 days. But the former standing of in front of another resident's home would stand.
Okay. Is this one amendment or a series of small amendments, or many small amendments?
It's a series of multiple amendments.
So you have one amendment. The first amendment was in section
3C3.
3C. I think you need to vote on section C3 to see if it passes before you go on to the next one.
Oh,
So
okay.
call for a vote on the first amendment. Was the first amendment seconded?
How can you get out of
You wrote it,
Did they
you wrote it all
receive
down there,
a
right?
second?
I was writing stuff for me.
Oh. I was thinking you were right.
On the first amendment.
I gave up. on
Is
it.
there a second on the First Amendment?
I
A
second.
second.
Yeah, we all did.
Call for a vote
I'm going to call for a vote
on the amendment.
on the amendment.
So this is just us to vote.
We need clarification on who actually seconded.
Laurie, virtual.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I interrupt you for just a second? Just so that you do know, there is state law that supersedes the 72-hour notice, and you may want to research that to make sure that you're not going to step on the state law, and you need to follow the guidelines that the state law allows. I don't know what those guidelines are. I can't spell them out specifically to you, but I do know there is state law that governs the parking of abandoned vehicles on public property.
What is that then?
Hey, counsel, based on my opinion, I'll have to listen to that guy right there. You would weigh in on that. Oh, I would weigh in.
You would weigh in on that. I don't want to talk anymore.
Well, if you guys want to go to prison, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would like the state law. I would like whatever.
I'm going to
that
call
is.
for a vote. Nathan Hopper.
Well, I don't want to go to prison.
You can't. You can't go to prison for that.
I can't go to prison?
Not for that. You can only go to prison if you knowingly and intentionally steal money or profit in some way.
Oh, well, then I still vote yes.
Hannah Jones.
Yes.
Ryan Julian.
Yes.
Travis Palmer.
Yes.
Laurie Rutschman.
Yes.
Mallory Rao.
Yes.
Bill Stevenson.
I abstain from my vote. Phil.
Phil, what are you doing?
What did he say? No?
He abstained from his vote.
Phil's the one who came up with this idea.
Yeah, this will be
Nuh-uh.
the 3C.
Phil, why'd you do this?
Oh, this is 3C?
Yeah, 3C3.
Yes.
You can't change your vote.
I thought it was the one where we tried to amend the state code.
The vote passes 6-1.
God, Bill.
6-0 with one abstention.
Oh, well, this is still unanimous.
Oh my gosh.
Abstention.
I thought we were on a different one.
You have another amendment?
Yes.
Actually, I think that we need to revisit exactly what that's saying because
So do you want to go back to discussion?
well, that's in accordance with the Indiana State Code.
Indiana code.
And we're not amending Indiana Code here.
Yeah, no.
I suggest that we become our own city-state, and we have our own code.
Second the motion.
It's been seconded.
No, yeah, I mean, if we're not going against Indiana code, that's,
Then we're done.
yeah, we can't do that. So,
So-
Make it more strict, you just can't make it less strict.
okay. So are you,
What are we talking about?
we can't amend 2A2
I think
because
we're-
it's Indiana code.
Yeah,
2A2 is a definition anyway, so we wouldn't amend that. It'd be like the procedure on section 3.
You can amend that.
Okay, let's just be done then.
Okay, so
Yeah, I say we have to
What
call
else
it
would we
quits.
add? The 2 week thing?
That would, because that said that goes into,
State code.
yeah.
Are those two okay with that?
We have to call it quits.
We're done.
So,
We have to call it quits on this one.
Yes.
do you, after the amendments?
I don't think you just say we're
Oh,
done.
go ahead and say it. After the amendments.
We're done.
You read it.
Yeah,
So-
go ahead. No, go ahead. After
Are
the
there any
amendments.
more amendments?
No, say
Say
no.
not.
No.
So now you have to vote on the ordinance in its entirety.
Okay. We're going to vote on the ordinance and its entirety.
It's ordinance 2014-01. There's any public comment.
Okay. Is there any public comment?
Hearing none. Hearing none. Now we'll call for the vote.
Hearing none, we're going to call for the vote. Nathan Hopper?
I abstain.
Hannah Jones.
Yes.
Ryan Julian.
Yes.
Travis Palmer.
Yes.
I thought you were going to
Laurie
abstain.
Rutschman.
Yes.
Mallory Rao.
Yes.
Bill Stevenson.
Yes.
Nathan,
I just got really confused, okay?
why are you abstaining? Yeah.
Well, he started talking about state code, and I didn't know what
Because
other
we-
amendments we had. Yeah.
Yeah, but we can definitely add to it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
The snow one, yeah. We just. Yeah, I don't, how do,
Alright, so what now?
we never got to ordinance 2014.
The ordinance passes 6 in favor, 0 opposed, with 1 abstention.
Hey, Councilman.
So, Nathan, are you going to talk?
Laurie, will you read 2014/02?
Ordinance 2014-02. Good Government Day ordinance of the Logansport Student Common Council prohibiting parking of motor vehicles in lawns and green space.
That's
We
the
never
wrong one.
got to this one.
No. She said 2014.
We did not.
That's what we need to discuss
Should I still move?
She said 02, didn't you?
Well, this, the
2014.
snow one is,
The snow one is
the snow
02.
one is the
No.
resolution.
Ordinance 2014-02.
Oh.
Resolution and ordinance.
And right now we're doing a new
Oh,
one.
we haven't.
Ordinance 1402.
We didn't even do
So,
that.
so it's discussion now.
Yeah, this is straight
Yes.
discussion.
I move for discussion. Can we do that?
Did we do something wrong?
We didn't get to discuss
we
in
didn't.
committee.
Yeah, we never got to.
Actually, you should just call for, I make a motion to consider ordinance 2014-02.
Oh.
Okay.
And then somebody else will have to second it, and then you can have your discussion.
Okay, well then.
Okay. I move to consider ordinance 2014.
I second it.
I second it.
Okay.
I got it.
Finally going on the record.
Yeah.
Okay, I get the snow one.
So now, is there discussion?
I'm just kidding.
Is there discussion?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Let us read it.
I know, read through it.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. Travis, that means you too.
I say we just pass it. I think it's a good one.
They did not go to this one committee.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't go through this one?
No.
We did all the others.
Would anyone like to read out loud?
The entire thing?
I, the
Yes.
whole thing?
No.
No.
Would you like to table it until next month?
Yes.
Yeah.
I second that. Do we second that?
Yes, Nathan.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. I have a motion and a second to what? Table it. Okay.
All in favor, or table it,
Okay. We're going to call a vote
to table.
to table it.
Nathan Hopper,
Yes.
Hannah Jones,
Yes.
Ryan Julian,
Yes.
Travis Palmer,
Yes.
Laurie Rutschman,
Yes.
Mallory Rao.
Yes.
Bill Stevenson.
Yes. Now we say we're tabling.
I abstain.
Oh, this one. This is the one.
Yeah, we're saying no. I'm shooting it down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Phil, would you read 2014-03
Probably Phil.
ordinance?
Oh, here we go.
A resolution of Logansport's Good Government Day City Council to construct a family aquatic center in Logansport. I move to consider.
I second.
Is there any discussion?
Moved and properly seconded.
Do we need to discuss this anymore?
Is there any discussion among council?
Yeah, because I don't think we came to a.
Yay or nay?
I think that we,
So, yes, discussion.
Yes, discussion.
Yes.
Just say it. Yes.
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 There's,
Discuss it.
yes.
Okay.
I second that. Stop it.
okay, well, I think that we agreed on section 1.
Section 1,
Yes. Okay.
yeah. Because it's, section 1 is section 1, and it's
Section 2, there were questions on the location.
because of safety issues and
And-
otherwise.
yeah.
I feel as if if we were to put it at, is it Houston?
Yes.
At Houston, there will need to be stoplights put in over there.
Yeah, because
On
the
Chase
traffic.
Road.
Traffic controlled in
Just
general.
because, like we were saying, in the middle of summer,
Yeah.
that's heavily trafficked road, and there'll also have to be entrance off of the highway as well.
Because you can't just have the
Yeah.
one
You
on
can't just have one
Chase.
entrance. That's
And then do we
impossible,
want
especially off Chase
security
Road.
parameters around the entire park?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Fencing around the outside.
Security parameters around the park.
Fencing?
Fencing around the
Parameters,
outside.
just in general.
Is this about
Electric
the
collars.
plans, or is it just about whether or not we should
Whether
build
we're
it?
going to
Yeah,
think
build it.
It's not
Yeah, but I'm saying,
saying
You should say like
that'd be a
costs.
part of the planning
what we
phase.
should do. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, section 3, guys.
Section 3,
How do we feel about revenue bonds?
Okay, I like the idea of revenue bonds because the city doesn't have to front the entire thing.
Exactly.
The startup
Makes
cost.
sense. That's good.
Okay, I think we should just pass this.
then section 4, state code, voters of Logansport must have opportunity to vote by referendum. That's fine by me.
Yep.
Section 4 is
Please
good.
speak in the microphone so we can hear you, sir.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
There you go. You just gotta do like this.
Section's over.
Okay, so we agree that there's no
Discussion. We're
referendum.
done with
Yes, we agree on section 4.
And
And then section 5 is just.
Section 5 is fine as well.
Yeah.
Discussion is over.
Are there any amendments?
No.
Nah.
Appropriate.
Ask for public discussion. Any comments?
Any comments from the public?
Just one. When you're talking about how there has to be an entrance from the highway, there already is. Like there's a street that leads right through it, like right off the highway. Just saying.
It's Smith Street's, for the traffic that this would expect to get, Smith Street isn't a very large street.
Sure.
And it's not very well marked, first of all, because I've passed it.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was.
It's on 25 right across the street
That
from,
little cutaway.
yeah, it's barely noticeable on 25 as it is right now.
There'd have to be renovations made.
And then not only that, but traffic control around the area of Smith Street on 25 as well, so.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other comments? Complaints? Beliefs?
I think if traffic is right now using Chase Road to either Smith Street there by Fisher Funeral Home or directly south on Commerce, I think it is, to the park would be another viable option instead of using that residential street of Smith Street in that section, because that's a pretty narrow area. So that's another option that could be explored.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Bob Bishop, 308 South Hillcrest Driveway. I see here that it's going to cost us $5 million for this new pool. Could you councilmen tell me how us taxpayers are expected to pay for that?
Previous comments have said that there'd be like a total of like $50 more taken out on taxes at the end of every year. I suppose that's what they said.
How many?
$50. About 50 to
Oh,
50
would
to $70.
there be an additional $50 on our taxes?
Yes.
So that's all it's going to cost us?
That's what I was told. I don't know.
That's how you interpreted it?
Yeah, that's how I interpreted it.
So you're saying really at this point we do not know for sure?
Yeah, the exact numbers worked out.
Okay,
yeah.
thank you, Councilman. Thank you.
Is the amount calculated for the street improvement within the $5 million?
No.
No, it's not. Are you talking about like for the lights and traffic control and stuff? No, that wouldn't be included. It'd just be for the demolition and the demolition of Tower Park and the
Construction.
rebuilding of the new one.
It wouldn't be rebuilding. You're not rebuilding.
Or you could say, yes, it will, and that reduces what's available for the construction.
Yeah, you could either include the
aquatic
cost.
facility.
Right.
Does anyone else have a public comment?
Teresa Popejoy, 915 20th Street. I live a block and a half from Tower Park, and I would hate to see that facility leave our neighborhood. I understand that there's parking issues and whatnot in that area. It would be from a recreational facility that might be there, but I would encourage the council to consider putting the recreational water facility within a neighborhood residential area so that the children in that area have better access to that than far away. If you have children that are in the 9, 10, 11 age group, their parents are more apt to allow them to walk 2 or 3 or 4 blocks to go to the pool, whereas if it's out at Houston Park, they're not going to have that opportunity. Another area that you might consider for this would be Riverside Park. Riverside Park is large. It's there by the river. You have the carousel there. You have the, for the most part, it appears to me, and this is my own personal opinion, this doesn't reflect on anybody else, but it appears to me that most of the softball is going away, that the softball is losing its life in that area. And so you have that large area where the softball diamond is now, where you could build that water park facility and provide parking space, as well as have the opportunities available for the basketball courts and the carousel and the miniature golf and the skateboard park and whatever else you might want to put in that area. There's some green space there as well as it has access to the trail, the Eel River Bluff, that would give you access across the river, give you access to Houston Park if you chose to do that, to Little Turtle Waterway downtown. It's kind of right in the middle of everything. So Riverside Park might be another place that you might consider as well.
Well, we've already seen that Tower Park isn't profitable whatsoever. So
I'm not saying keep the existing.
Yeah,
pool.
no, I understand that. But Riverside is still being used, and sure, there isn't profit there, but there isn't, there isn't loss. I see what you're saying about the softball, but I don't think there would be enough room at Riverside Park for parking. And I know this says aquatic center, but in my mind, I'm seeing this as like a small water park. I don't think the room is at Riverside.
Are you trying to say to build the aquatic center where Tower is now, like destroy Tower and then?
No,
she's saying at Riverside.
I suggested that you might consider looking at Riverside Park as an alternative to Houston Park for the same type of facility, because it's more centrally located and it has it's kind of in the middle of the trail system, and the area. You currently have the carousel there, you have the miniature golf, you have the skate park, you have area that, with the softball field that's there now, you have area that could provide for parking as well as the aquatics facility.
Would that affect the municipal plan at all? Building it?
Are you saying take all the softball stuff away?
Yes.
I mean, I know a lot of people that play the church softball Sundays, and I mean, I know they'd be pretty mad if that got.
I still don't see the room.
Yeah,
that's a
I mean,
lot
if we're
of stuff.
keeping
That's
really
the mini putt-putt and the,
I mini putt-putt all the time.
I mean, the Denzel Carousel is a huge deal for our town. I mean, I'm pretty sure all of us.
You wouldn't be like, no.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
You're just talking about the softball field.
Yeah,
right?
But
I think that even still having those, like between the putt-putt and the skateboard park and the Denzel Carousel, I think the main issue is still the parking, which is the whole issue with the location with Tower now.
Yeah.
And if you're taking away space for parking, I mean, from what I've heard, the aquatic center is going to be rather large.
Yeah.
And if you're keeping all of the, the attractions we have right now in that park area, that oval area, then there wouldn't
You're not freeing
be
up
room for an aquatic
There's no
center the
room.
size of what we're thinking.
I also think that they said that new bridge was built from Riverside across the river. Then the people that you're saying could walk to Riverside to this water park there could be a trail made from across that bridge and through the trail that's already made to also walk to where this Houston Park is.
Because if Houston is accessible from Riverside, and Riverside is accessible from wherever the kids are walking from, it's a point A, point B, point C thing.
Either direction they can go.
Right.
Plus, there's always Cass Transit. That's not.
I just thought it might be something to consider. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pass the mic to him, please.
Yeah, let's clear mic.
Are there any more public comments?
Yes,
Okay.
there is. Hi, my name's Ted Franklin. I'm sorry.
What's your address?
My name's Ted Franklin. My address is 315 South Hillcrest. I'm just doing some rough calculations in my head here, and I know this is an important project. We would all love to see it happen. A little bit of the history that goes back into 1952, I believe, when the current swimming pool opened. 55. And I believe Mayor Muehlhausen, who had a lot more money than your current mayor has, than Mayor Pruitt has, I think he helped contribute to the construction cost of that. But I was just doing some quick calculations in my head, and I find $50 to be a little hard to swallow. There's $50 on the property tax. There's 6,800 homes in Logansport. Of those, 2,000 of them are rental properties. That leaves 4,800 homes, but we'll stick with 6,800 as the property tax cap. So, according to my calculations, in order to service the debt on the bond, which is it's going to run you about 5%, which seems like a lot, but that is what it goes for by the time you calculate the cost of attorney fees and bond fees. So we're talking really, instead of $50 times 6,800 homes, we're talking about $100 times 6,800 homes, which would make your payment $680,000 a year. And ironically, the pool is open just about 68 days a year by the time we add in for weather events. I think it's usually scheduled to be open about 80 days, something like that, but we have some rainouts, a few of those things. So we're talking about $10,000 a day to open the pool. $10,000 every day that it's open. So you can do what you want to do there, and I would certainly understand the desire to do that, but I want to know what you're going to cut. Because with property tax caps that are in place right now, you can't continue to add property taxes. They cap. They're going to be cut off, and you're going to be forced to eliminate something. So what are you going to trade? Are you going to give up fire protection, police protection? Are you going to downsize the rest of your parks? What are you going to eliminate?
With the loss of Tower Park, that's a loss of $50,000 a year.
It is?
So
you only have $630,000 to come up with now.
Exactly. So that's not exactly going to,
The math doesn't work.
Not going to take away all of it. But
Believe me, I've said in your position, I realize what a tough job you have, but I'm asking you to consider all those issues before you commit to $5 million for a 20-year period. $5 million is more like $10 million by the time you add in all the expenses.
About to.
How are you going to cover that? What are you going to lay off?
Police cuts.
What are you going to cut? Is it going to be parks, police, street, police, schools?
I'm being completely serious.
What's it going to be? But there's going to be a property tax cap. You can't tax more than 1% of the assessed value of your property.
We decided,
and we're already at the 1% property tax cap.
we decided to drop the mayor's salary to negative $680,000.
I have a feeling the mayor would veto that.
I'm down
I'll
for
just
police
leave you
cuts.
with that thought, and I'm being devil's advocate here, but I'm placing some thoughts in your head. Sounds easy to come up with $5 million, but thank you very much.
Thanks, Ted.
Thank you.
Okay.
let's go through that anyway.
Are there any other comments?
Do what? Yeah, he just hit us right in the gut.
I didn't
Oh,
hear.
wait, we've got one more.
Pardon me, I got in late on the last discussion. I'm Dan Williams, Superintendent of Public Works.
Hi, Dan.
I am really wanting to know where the council is going to give me the money to put a new street in at Smith Street and Commerce Drive, a new light to direct and make it safe for everyone at Houston Park. City Council's been very lenient. We've had a terrible winter. I don't know where we're going to come up with the money. Tax base is not here. That's something that each one of you have to consider. I'm sure your parents don't want to, give up your college education so they can pay city taxes. And I'm afraid that's the direction you're headed. You just don't go out and put a red light up and widen 3 very busy streets. And that's my comment. Thank you very much.
I still say we cut police. Completely serious. Completely serious.
That wasn't even the question. Poor Clark.
Any more discussion?
I'm still down.
All right, we're going to call for a vote.
Oh, man.
Nathan Hopper.
Yes.
Hannah Jones.
Oh, yes.
Ryan Julian.
I abstain from my vote.
Travis Palmer.
No.
Laurie Rutschman.
No.
Mallory Rao. No. Phil Stevenson.
No.
It fails on a vote for 2 in favor and 4 opposed, with 1 abstention. I have trouble with that word. Every time.
Now what?
Okay.
Oh, the snow.
Okay.
All we have to say
No,
is
this-
no.
Mallory, will you read 2014-02 snow route procedures?
Just say no.
Resolution.
Okay.
Resolution 2014-02, Good Government Day. Is that resolution? Oh, well, typo. Okay. Resolution of the Logansport Student Common Council establishing snow removal procedures and violation fees.
A second.
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 Yeah. Hannah.
Is that right now?
No, you're
Oh,
not
we're
supposed
saying
to.
no?
No, you don't.
Is
I
there a
don't
second?
No, we're,
There is a second?
Wait, do you have to say second to vote on it all?
You have to say second to bring it forward for discussion.
Just don't.
Just let it die.
Yeah, just let it die.
I thought we could just all vote no.
It dies for lack of a second.
Okay, now you're right here. Are there any city council comments?
Are there any city council comments?
this was fun.
I'm gonna
I
become
had
a real
a
member of
grand
city
old
council.
time.
Miscellaneous business, including any matters not already considered.
Does anyone have any business?
I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I second.
Who made the motion?
Does that mean we're
Oh,
done?
Sorry.
I move to adjourn.
I second.
Phil and I were tight on that one.
We're adjourned.